Smoke a little blunt one time, sip a little drink, get drunk one time, yeah. Tryna make you up and up one time, hit the lean, pull you up a double cup one time, yeah. One time, one time, one time, one time, yeah. One time, one time, one time, one time, yeah. Smoke a little blunt.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl Shonda K, and I'm back with another video. I know y'all miss me, and I know y'all nosy, so I knew y'all was gonna come back anyway. But I was just thinking about something, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna share that with my subscribers. I'm gonna do a quick little story time. So I got on my little comfortable PJs. I gotta wash my face and get my makeup off, but I'll do that after the video. I figure I'll come and bring a little razzle dazzle, you know what I'm saying? You know, bring a little of this, you know, nice supple skin to y'all real quick. But before we get into any of that, make sure y'all like, comment, share, subscribe. I've been checking my YT studio and y'all ain't been doing that. Y'all know y'all nosy, so go on and crash that subscribe button. I don't know what y'all waiting on. But anyways, I wanted to do this quick little story time. I ain't gonna keep y'all too long like they say in the good church. I ain't gonna keep y'all too long and then they talk for like a whole hour. Maybe, maybe not. But I wanted to tell y'all about, I was just thinking about how it's in my nature to be like a natural nurturer. I find myself always like willing to help, or I overextended myself to help people a lot of times that don't deserve it. Or sometimes they do. I don't necessarily want to say they don't deserve it, but yeah, sometimes they don't deserve it, or I just want to help. So I was just thinking about how young I was the first time I really tried to help somebody. And I was in the 7th grade. Literally the 7th grade. I have like the roundest little face. Oh my God. But anyway, I was in the 7th grade and she rode my school bus. Like, she wasn't even, like, when I was in 7th grade, I'm from Wisconsin, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Originally, I don't live there anymore, but I grew up in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and I went to the middle school called Thomas Edison Middle School. And the way it was broken down into colleges. So I was in the College of Engineering and Science, and then it was other colleges. I think it was like Whole Life Health, COA, College of Arts, COB, College of Business, and then it was LS, and I think that was like liberal studies or something. I don't remember, but it was broken down like that. So I never even seen her around the school at all. I just seen her on the bus stop or on the bus going to and from school. But we weren't even really cool. I feel like we just got like familiar with one another. And so anyway, she always been like, you know, all right, we chatted up on the bus or whatever, this girl. And one day I remember being at, like, I don't even call them my friends. At the time they were like friends, but we in our 30s now. At this point, they're family. They're my like sisters. So I call them my god sisters. They live next door to us. And mind you, they went on the bus to the same school as we did too. So they knew the girl too. And one day it was like a knock at the door. And the way their house was, they mom owned a duplex. So she lived downstairs and they lived upstairs. So even when me and my sister would get into it, because we used to have our own little family problems at home with my mom and her husband, we would go next door upstairs with my god sisters and stay a couple days, whatever, to stuff kind of like settled down. So we hear a knock at the door, and she knock at the door. We upstairs, we come downstairs. It's her, like the girl from our bus. We like, what you doing here? Like, what's going on or whatever? And she like, some stuff going on at home. I ran away, but I was like, Skippy. And I remember thinking in my head, like, shoot, we over here because we going through our own stuff. Like, so we basically like in the lack of a better word, snuck her upstairs. Like, we snuck her in. Like, I hate saying sneak because she was kind of up there freely, but we didn't get permission for her to be up there, basically. So we did sneak. But, you know, she stayed there for a couple days, showered. You know, we gave her clothes. I gave her clothes because I was, at the time, the only closest person to her size. Like, she was pretty slim. And back then, if y'all could believe it, I was pretty slim. So, yeah, she only could fit my clothes. And, you know, from that, you know, we was pretty cool or whatever. Me and my sister ended up going home. So she ended up actually, I like convinced my mom, and my stepdaddy is not a walk in the park. He is a piece of work. And I even convinced him to like let her stay over there with us, and told them this story. She told me that her mama ain't a good mom, and you know, and oh, I'm leaving out a part. She was cutting herself. Like, if you can imagine the way a sleeve tattoo look, like how people, when they get a whole sleeve done, like they whole arm done, and it be like scabbed up from the tattoo. That's how her arm looked. But it was from razors, like razor cuts. It was crazy. So I'm like, okay, maybe something is wrong, like for real. And if she cutting herself, then maybe she needs to stay with us. That's what I thought. So I'm like, all right, well, she's just gonna live with us. I was hoping, you know what I mean? I was hoping she was gonna be able to like stay with us or whatever. Just young, naive in the head, like, you know, she gonna be my young sister. She gonna stay with us and whatever. So eventually she ended up having to go home. I don't even remember how that even went down, to be honest with y'all. Like, I just remember she ended up back home. And me and her stayed pretty tight after that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we was cool. You know how that go. You know, she spent time in my house and all of this. So we was talking on the phone one day, and I remember her calling me crying like I'm gonna kill myself, because she was like real suicidal. Like, she came off that way. I don't know if she was just doing it for attention or she really was suicidal, but she came off definitely as like suicidal. She was cutting herself, for God's sake. Like, I ain't cutting myself. I don't even like putting alcohol on wounds or peroxide. Like, no thank you. So I'm definitely ain't cutting myself. And I'm like, yeah, something up. So she called me crying, and she was like, you know, I'm gonna kill myself. I'm so stressed out. And by then, she had me so wrapped up. Like, she had me so wrapped up into like her drama in her life with her mom and all of this stuff. Ooh, excuse me. Tired. She tired. But I remember being on the phone with her, and all of a sudden I heard the phone just drop. And I heard like muffling sound, which sounded like somebody like trying to catch air or breathe or struggle for air or whatever. And I'm like, oh my gosh, she hanging herself. So I like dropped the phone down. I'm like running to the front door crying. My mama like, hold up, wait a minute, like what's going on? And I'm like, my friend, she over there killing herself. And my mama like, wait a minute, I'm gonna take you around there. So we go around there. And we get there, mind you, we get there. Now I'm just thinking about it, like, as a mother, I would have been like, who is this little girl? And why is her mama at my house? Like, but we go over there. We knock on the door. And my mom like, how you doing? I'm Miss Perry. This is my daughter, LaShonda. Oh, I am so tired. Sorry. But she like, this my daughter LaShonda, and your daughter been staying with us off and on. And I'm just trying to get to the bottom of what's going on, because she's really got my daughter, you know, wound up. And I just want to make sure that she's safe and all of this. So her mama called her from the back. I ain't gonna even say her name. She was like, hey, come here. She come from the back looking special and shit. And her mama like, what's going on? And she like, nothing. She like, what you doing? She like, nothing. She like, you supposed to be killing yourself or something? She like, no, the phone dropped. And the muffled sound I heard was the dog. The dog made the phone fall out of her hands. So I'm glad I still went around there because she still was like cutting herself and stuff really bad. And I don't really think her mama knew about that. And her mama just ran it all down to my mom. Like, you know, my daughter is manipulative. She's hard-headed. She want to do whatever she want to do. And when she can't get her way, she do stuff to get attention. She cut herself. She try to, you know, run away to other people's house for days at a time. I don't know where she is. And mind you, when I went around there, like, we all lived in the same neighborhood. I lived on like 36, so they probably stayed on like 38. So it was like 2 blocks from where I lived. And they actually had a pretty clean house. And I'm not saying you can't have a rough time because your house clean. But I mean that by saying, like, I feel like her mom looked like she was doing the best she could to give them a clean home and a loving home and a safe home, and looked like they ate food and it was clean, and, you know, they seemed for the most part happy. She was the only one that wasn't. So then it clicked in my head, like, you just hard-headed. Like, and just thinking about all of the stuff that I was enduring in my own home at that age, and I come to your house and I'm like, I wish, you know what I'm saying, that I was living like this. Like, you just completely, it's just, basically, she was just hard-headed. Like, she didn't want to listen to her mom. And so, anyway, she ended up staying home, squashed it. Everything went, I guess, back to normal, as you could say. I went back home with my mom. She stayed at home with her mom. So, after that, I don't even remember what happened. But I just remember her kind of starting to act, like, funny towards me. And we was on the bus, and mind you, the day she called herself acting funny towards me, she had on my whole outfit from head to toe. Like, my shirt, my pants, probably my socks, my drawers, and my bra that I gave. I mean, from head to toe. And I'm like, and I think I even heard her tell, like, my other friend, like, I don't like her no more, or something. And I remember thinking in my head, like, ain't this a bitch? Like, I was really stressed about your little crazy ass. You got on my whole clothes, and your little ungrateful ass sitting on this bus with attitude. And I mean, it really just, my little, at the time, I think, because when I was in the 7th grade, I think I was 12, because my birthday always was late. So I was always, like, younger than everybody. I think I was going on 13. And I'm, like, thinking in my head, like, little 12-year-old mind, like, this is some shit. And I wanted to share that story with y'all because I was sitting here thinking about how, from a little girl, I just always wanted to, like, help. And I had to learn when to help and when to let somebody go through. That's the moral of this whole video. Like, sometimes you just have to let people go through, because people could dial up and paint up a situation however they want it to be. You know what I'm saying? And they'll have you strung along on a whole rope, thinking they a victim, thinking they down and out, they this damsel in distress. And the whole time, they just playing you like a fiddle, you know, and you just got to be real careful. You know what I'm saying? When you call yourself helping somebody. You know, now I'm a nosy helper. Somebody call me, they need my help. I mean, if it's a credible person, sure. But if it's somebody that's a little wavy, hey, what you need it for? What's going on? What can we do so this not happen again, so you don't have to ask me for my help? What kind of position can we put you in to where you ain't got to ask me? Because I'm this kind of person. I don't want you to keep asking me. I want to be able to get to a point where I'm comfortable with knowing that if I'm around you, you ain't gonna ask me for something. You know what I'm saying? I want you to be able to be like, you know, hey sis, thanks for helping me that time. You pulled me out of a situation. Now I'm back on my feet, and I'm going to stay on my feet. You know what I mean? So I just wanted to share that little story time with y'all or whatever. This is gonna be a short video. I just wanted to share that with y'all. I was just thinking about how, I wonder, you know, now I think about, I wonder how that girl doing. You know, I think a couple years ago, I was friends with her sister on Facebook. I haven't seen her on there for a while. And I think that she even told me, if I remember right, like, she kind of had it a rough time after that. Like, I don't know if it was like a mental thing, a mental disorder, or if the girl really just, you know what I'm saying, just was out there like that. Like, I think she had a couple kids or something. But, yeah. Because I remember her sister, this off the subject, but I remember her sister could make a ponytail out of any, like, make, like, them clip-on ponytails. I remember she could make any style out of that mug, and he used to be cold to us. Like, she literally used to like have this like red, it would always be like red, like a funny color red or whatever, but she used to have like the drawstring ponytail. She used to be like doing like bangs, and at first they used to be trash, but then she just got good at it, and she used to be like swooping them mugs. And back then, waterfalls was the joint, and have it swirly whirled and swoop and shit and that. Man, I don't know. Anyway. But yeah, I don't know what her sister was doing. Shit, she should have been trying to make ponytails too instead of cutting herself and shit. I don't know what the fuck Shorty was on. I'm not making a joke out of that because I know people is really out here killing themselves. But yeah, Shorty was tripping. Like, I don't know what was wrong with her. But I was just kind of like, damn, like, I was a youngin' trying to help people. I still help people, but I help those who help themselves. I ain't gonna even lie. You know, I help people that I feel like I watch them try to pull themselves up out of situations, and they really trying. You know what I mean? I for sure, if I know, because I feel like you're a person who's willing to change that situation. You're willing. You want to change your situation. You trying your hardest. But if you sitting there whining, moaning, and groaning, you better lick your wounds and pull it together, you know. But this is the end of this video. I ain't gonna keep y'all too long. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, and turn on y'all post notifications, because y'all know y'all nosy, and y'all know y'all want to see what I'm talking about, okay? So, crash that subscribe button for another day with Shonda K. Come on, y'all. What's wrong with y'all? All right? Okay. So, until next time, peace.
Sip a little drink, get drunk one time, yeah. Smoke a little blunt one time. Sip a little drink, get drunk one time, yeah. Tryna make you open up one time. Hit the lean, pour you up a double cup one time, yeah. One time, one time, one time, one time, yeah. One time, one time, one time, one time.